Gamers, we are back in this fine Minecraft world. As you can see, my cattle crusher is chugging away behind me. Let's get started on this episode, shall we? So as I mentioned last time, I would like to put in an enchantment setup because I think it's about time for, me to make that step. But before I can get my enchantment set up, I of course need a lot of paper for those bookshelves and, the leather and all that kind of stuff. I need it all. It's very complicated. But this is about all the sugarcane I have right here, these couple of plants. And it's a start, but obviously I need a bit of an upgrade. So I had an idea. Last episode I mentioned how I was thinking about putting my sugarcane field over here, or my sugarcane farm, essentially just some manual fields, but I had a change of heart. Right about here, my screen recording software decided to have a mind of its own and record everything 480p, so apologies for that, but right there is where I plan to put my sugarcane farm. I need quite a bit of sugarcane to get my enchantment setup going, but I don't need too much, and you can see over there I got my little pillager flag. I had a little run-in with them, I saw them over there just swimming, having a good time, a little bit of fun in the sun. Figured I'd join in on the, on the good time. I don't want to be left out. So I gave them the welcome they deserved and even set up a monument to their memory. But anyway, to start off this build, I wanted to get my water sources in. And like I did up on that hill over there, I figured I would do it with some stairs. I really like the way stairs work with water. I think it's just a nifty design where you can waterlog them. And so I found about the center of where I wanted my farm to be and just put down some stairs. Now I have, I believe, exactly 48 sugarcane to plant. So I want to make this field 12 steps long. In order for sugarcane to grow, it has to have a water source directly beside it. And it can't be catty corner, it has to be adjacent. And I'll show that here in a bit, where you can only plant it right beside the water source, not to the corner of it. So if I waterlog my stair, you can see how it does pour out one side, but it doesn't fill in the rest of the stairs or pour down that little narrow channel. But instead, you have to get another bucket, and if you skip one, it actually fills in the one between and you get yourself an infinite water source. It's just the way the water mechanics work. Pretty nifty stuff. And of course, if I put it in the end here, then it spills out again. So I'm going to go ahead and cap that off, and cap that other end off as well. So unlike most of your crops that require farmland, you cannot plant sugarcane anywhere except for right beside the water source. Regular crops you can plant within 4 blocks of a water source. Sugarcane has to be directly next to it. But the cool thing about sugarcane is that it can be planted on a lot more variety of blocks. You actually cannot plant sugarcane on farmland, or that plowed land where you use your hoe. It can be planted on grass, sand, I believe mycelium, maybe coarse dirt, and of course regular dirt. I'm not sure about coarse dirt though. I think it can be placed on it. So I have my main source channel. Now I need to put in my water sources here, and I'm just now realizing that, I put these oriented the wrong way. I need to actually flip all these steps around, or these stair blocks. So let's flip those around real quick. Okay, finally have those turned around and capped off, and of course this wandering trader has invaded my personal space here. I don't like it. Sure hope nothing terrible happens to him. I'm just going to waterlog these staircases as well. What that's going to do is give me a row of 2 blocks that have water sources all the way down on either side, and that will allow me to plant 2 rows of sugarcane. Total of 4 rows. Guess what? Right there. 48 sugarcane, 4 rows of 12. And now it is time to get in the actual sugarcane, get it planted, get it growing. As you can see, I can plant them right beside the waterlogged stairs, and I can plant it, off to the side as well, right here. But I can't actually plant it in the corner. I'm trying to, and it won't plant because it can only be on the 4 sides. I'm going to get the rest of these sugarcane planted, and essentially the major part of the farm will be done, or at least the most important part, the actual sugarcane. And there you have it, a perfect 48 sugarcane fit in 4 rows of 12. Now I'm going to finish up by making this thing look a little bit nicer than just, you know, a bunch of stone and sugarcane. This isn't necessary to the farm's function, it just helps make it look a little bit better. Now one thing you may want to add to farms like this, or I would say you definitely want to add, are light sources. If I'm not mistaken, light sources actually help the farm continue to grow during the day. They have to have that higher level of light, but it also helps keep, you know, hostile mobs from spawning right around here on the farm. Now I am right beside a river, so whoops. I will have to, you know, find other ways to mob-proof this whole area. But let's jump on ahead to see what this thing looks like. And there it is in all of its vibrant glory. You can see there, man, these shaders really make it hard to see. It's a start. It's not the finished product. I just got some stairs around to kind of give it a little bit of character. But as I mentioned earlier, I still need to add some lights and a few other elements of decor, spice it up a little bit. As I'm over here working on the details of the sugarcane farm, I'm realizing now that a creeper or any mob could pop out at any second and just explode all over the place. So I need to be careful. And here it is with just a bit of spice added to it. As you can see, I threw in some decorations. I have my little station, my workstation down there, and apparently I forgot a slab. Here it is during the day with just a bit more decoration added. You can see I have a nice little dock there. I've cut back the land, and I'm thinking about putting in a water wheel, but what I really need are some of those sweet vines from our starter area. So let's go grab some vines to add some variation. Ah, good old Pig City. I miss you guys. The memories we made here. Got our, I remember you, and you for sure. But anyway, I'm here for these hangly dangly vines. So let's harvest ourselves up some of these hangy boys. And as I return home, taking the scenic route, of course, passing by all these nice little sheepy boys. There's Mount whatever. You can give that mountain a name. But anyway, I'm just checking the surroundings, making sure I didn't miss anything major that might be pretty close proximity to my base. Because one thing I have not done yet is explore. There's definitely a lot of things I want to find. I mean, I definitely want to do some exploring soon, and I am thinking that I want to check and just see if there's any villages around my base, and no, really that's about it. That's what I want to find. I want to get a village. Villagers play a crucial role in Minecraft if you want to get ahead, if you want to make them sweet emeralds, that cash money. And they have a lot of other really cool functions. So, I see you there hiding in those woods. Man, there's a lot of dark oak around here. But it doesn't look like there's a village in the immediate vicinity. Kind of a bummer. But yeah, like I said, I would like to make a map here pretty soon and actually go out on a bit of an exploring journey, a bit of a expedition, if you will. So that'll be coming up sometime soon, but we have other priorities for now. While I pop in here and do some Minecraft chores, figured I'd let you guys know that, yeah, in addition to the video being low quality, I've also realized that all the original audio is nowhere to be found for these clips. So this is all voiceover, yeah. I'm just talking, look, hey, there's a cow. Bobby Bovine. Bobby, what are you doing over there? Who are you looking at? Who are you talking to? He seems sus. But anyway, yeah, I just want to knock out some of these chores, or I already did, and lost all the audio. So I'm sure I said something super interesting here the first time. And, you know, now it's just gathering some wheat, so let's do that. I don't think we need this bamboo here anymore. Let's pretend like I'm actually playing right now. How flawless and seamless can I make this seem? Seeds. So I'm wandering around over here, just taking a look at how everything looks at night, and lo and behold, look what I can see. I don't know how clearly this will come through with the quality being what it is, but yeah, there's definitely something up there. I'm thinking, what the? Oh yeah, this is when this child attacked me. Oh, and there's another one. Awesome. What are you doing in there? You can't hide from me. That's right. Switch to the axe for a little. Oh my goodness, I'm being overrun. Oh, zombie villager, I don't want to do this to you. If I had the means, I would rescue you. Of course, there's creepers everywhere. Sheesh, they just keep on coming. A carrot! Hooray! Man, one after another. And creepers galore too. Ugh! Just like came out of the ground. Sheesh! Anyway, after fighting off a couple of those baddies that surrounded my house, nice little emerald block there, fought them off and crafted myself up this beautiful diamond pickaxe because I realized that one thing I am missing to make my enchantment table is obsidian. I need a few blocks of obsidian, and actually I need 2 diamonds, not just 1. So I'm going to end up using all my diamonds. I found this nice little pool of lava. Probably going to open it up a bit just so that there's a bit more to grab. Then grab my water bucket and make sure not to put it directly on the lava because it'll disappear. And just let it wash over and convert it right on over to that deep, dark obsidian we have here. The strongest block in the game. Well, the strongest breakable block in the game. Well, actually, I think that goes to netherite. The second strongest breakable block in the game. Of course, there's more lava underneath. So a tip I have for this is just to do the same thing. Drop some water in there and preferably put it somewhere like in a corner to where you know it's going to flow wherever you're going to be digging, and as you dig the water will hit the lava and convert it to obsidian before the drops will fall into it, so you're pretty much 100% safe doing it this way. You just have to be careful because sometimes Minecraft's water mechanics are a bit goofy, but it works most of the time. Anyways, I'm going to try to get a good amount of this obsidian because I need it for my enchanting table, but I also need it for something else I have planned maybe next episode. We'll see. I think you know what I'm talking about. What else do I need a lot of obsidian for? Now, before I craft my enchanting table, there is another part that I would like to take care of, a part of this enchanting setup. It's very vital to having a maxed out enchanting setup. And if you're familiar with the process, you know what I'm about to do. Getting some leather, getting some sugarcane. And luckily I collected a lot of sugarcane as I was building my sugarcane farm. And I'm converting all of that into paper. It's a 1-to-1 ratio, so luckily I have a lot of it. And I think that should be enough. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to make sugar. Yeah, make that paper, that sweet, sweet paper. And I apparently can't make books yet. What am I missing? I have leather, I have paper. Am I supposed to handcraft it the first time? This might be a Java thing. Let's see if I need to. Yeah, it's definitely not in here. Book. No? Okay, let's just try to handcraft it then. 1 leather, 3 paper all around. Hey, there's a book. Aha, so you do have to craft it first. Well, there you go. Today I learned. I did not know that. I don't think that's the case in Bedrock. I have 46 books, which is exactly how many I need. 1 for the enchanting table, and 45 for 15 bookshelves for the setup. So boom, there's my enchanting table. No achievement there, or no advancement. And I think I should be able to, yep, I'm a little bit short on wood. Convert this wood into planks, and then boom, look at this. Boom, 15 bookshelves, exactly how many I need. And what is this? What do we have here? Is this guy staring off in the distance watching his buddy burn? Remorseless. Let's take care of this guy. I don't like him wandering around up here. Come on. Whoa, I'm low on hearts here. Yeah. It's a bad habit of mine. I think what I'm going to end up doing is shaving off the top of this hill. I may have already mentioned this, but obviously this is... Wait, Bobby, don't talk to him. I definitely want to flatten out this hilltop here so I can have a nice base level to put my build on, because the build that I'm going for, I do want to keep it in the same vein of style as my house. Kind of that Viking / ancient Greek style. So let's go ahead and clear some of this out and see how big of a platform I actually need. I think this right here will do just fine. Nice and flat, good open space. I'll come back, of course, and add a little bit more detail once the build is in. But look at this view. Look at that sunset. Good stuff. Minecraft, you know what I'm saying? Now I would like to lay the foundation for this building. And before I even do that, before I lay the foundation for the building itself, I want to lay the foundation for the centerpiece of the building, for the main purpose of this structure. As I mentioned, I want it to kind of look like this, or at least be in the same style. Medieval with a touch of some Greek and that Viking roof style, which really, I don't know if it's really Viking. It's just a roof style that I've seen a lot of builders use. But it looks good. It makes the roofs look good. Maybe have some columns as well, and take advantage of some of these lighter blocks like a diorite, maybe some birch. So I'm going to get out my various stone variants and just go ahead and lay down a foundation that is 5 blocks by 5 blocks. This will be the foundation, or just kind of the floor of the enchantment setup. You start out with your main course right here, the actual enchanting table. And as you can see, when I place something in here, I have 3 enchantments. Now I don't have any lapis with me. I need that to actually enchant it. But it's level 2, 5, and 8. 8 is the highest it goes for now because there's no bookshelves. When I throw in just a couple of bookshelves, boom, level jumps up to 10. Efficiency 2. Whoa. Let's throw down 6 more for a total of 9. Efficiency 3. And just in case you're new to Minecraft and you don't know, efficiency is an enchantment that makes your tools mine things faster. So the higher the level, the faster you mine. Now I'm going to throw down 3 more, and I know you may think, well, what are you doing? Why are you boxing yourself in? But it's all part of the plan. It's okay. So that adds up to 12. I still need 3 more bookshelves to get that full maxed out enchantment. Boom, boom, 3 more, and there you have it. At level 30, if I had lapis, I could get efficiency 4 on this pickaxe. That is a full enchantment setup. Really all you need. As you can see, there are these little glyphs floating towards the book, and you have to have a 1 block gap between the bookshelves. And you can't actually have the bookshelves in the corner, or at least those won't contribute to the enchanting table itself. The bookshelves also have to be on the same level as the enchanting table, or on the level above. They can be on the second level as well. Below the first doesn't count, corners don't count, and there has to of course be that 1 block gap right there. For the foundation of the building itself, I'm thinking that I'm gonna of course go a little bit bigger, but I was going to use all the variants and kind of mix it up right now, but I'm probably just gonna come back and add the variation later. I feel like this way is just a little bit faster. So for now everything's cobblestone. I'm thinking the floor will probably be oak to match the bookshelves, maybe? See, the front is 9, the sides are, let's see, 3 blocks there, 3 blocks, that's 6 and 5, it's 11, yeah, 13. And by making it odd, I'm able to have a door right in the middle. If I made it even, it would fall right in between blocks, and you could do that, you could have a double door, but I'm going for a single door. With a bit of variation added in, and that second layer finished, I'm now trying to think what I can use to break up these real flat walls, because right now I have a big rectangle. I definitely want something, maybe some columns or something to break up these long flat spaces. I think I am going to go with, maybe some big columns, make it kind of have a Parthenon, Greek temple vibe, something like that. But again, I'm going to try to mix in those other build styles. For the floors in this area, I am going to be going with that good old original oak. I'm going to do the slabs on the bottom half only, because if you do this bottom half, it prevents any sort of hostile mobs from spawning. But this color will match directly with the bookshelves. Now that might look a little weird, the little half bookshelf sticking up, but you know what, kind of acts like a step, so it works. There we go, we have our entire floor in with our little enchanting setup sunken into it. I like it. Now if I do end up getting more bookshelves for whatever reason, I would like to fill this area in, make it more of like a library if I have the space for it, because I don't know what the rest of this build is going to look like. I may end up insetting my next layer of walls again, kind of like I did for my house, so I don't know if I'm going to have space for anything else like that, but what the? You guys again? Really? They're back. They must have found out about their buddies there, their friend's swimming accident. You guys think they see me? Now to get this cool new build looking exactly the way I want it to, I've realized I need a lot more diorite. Great thing about living up in this mountains biome is that I'm surrounded by it everywhere. With my newly acquired materials, I think it's about time I get started on one of those columns I was talking about. I of course am going to make it out of the beautiful block of diorite. I know for whatever reason some people aren't a big fan of this block. I think it's a good looking block. In fact, I think if you don't like it, you're most likely a communist. Now that is one big chunky column right there. Pretty busy looking or plain looking, I guess a little bit of both. I'm definitely going to come in here and mix up some of the blocks, but I'd like to put a bit of a base for this pillar, for this column. And even though it's pretty intuitive in how you place down these blocks, if you look here, if I place a block right here on the edge, or if I place one kind of leading out of here, this happens. It's just a straight stair block. Now if I place one here on the corner but facing in, and of course on the bottom half of the stair, or on the ground right there, I get one of these corner blocks, and I can place here. Now a lot of times if you place another one beside it, it'll still turn into a corner block, but yeah, I have myself a nice little base for this column here. And after getting my second column in here with some stairs on top to act as a beam, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking that I may have made it a little bit too tall, because it may be a perfect square, I think, that front little open face. And I'm thinking I want it to be a little bit more of a rectangle, a flatter rectangle, so that it's wider than it is tall. So I think I'm going to bring it down just a little bit. It may not look that different, but I think it does help give it a bit more of that Parthenon vibe, you know what I'm saying? And I've went in and added some variation to the blocks, make them look a little bit worn instead of just having that diorite, but I think it's coming together pretty good. This is kind of the vision I had in mind, so we'll see. We'll see where it all goes from here. Next, I want to put up some of my wall, and I did settle on going with the dark oak, just because, you know, my starter base has it. I figured I'd stick with that same color palette and have a little bit of variation here and there, but I do like the way dark oak looks, and it'll really contrast with the white diorite. Now with these shaders on, it may be a little bit too dark, but I think it'll still be fine. It is unfortunate that you don't get like the true color of this stuff except for certain times of the day with these shaders on, but that's the price you pay for having that beautiful water down there. So kind of like I didn't add any variation with the cobblestone foundation at first, I'm doing a similar thing here by not really caring about where my windows are going to be or anything like that as I put in these blocks, because I'll just, you know, chop those out later. Now right here I would like to break up this big flat face just a little bit. I'm thinking a column, but maybe not as chonky as the other ones. This one may be just a little bit more tame, but still this big open area just won't do, so I need to figure out something to kind of you know, break it up. And of course between the columns, the large ones and the center one, I plan on having either some windows or just something to also break up that space. Yeah, I think that'll do. Playing it by ear here, taking a shot in the dark, making it up as I go. I'm coming in here and ever so gently hitting these dark oak logs with my iron axe, getting that nice toasted brown finish on the outside. I think I like that. Not too bad, not too bad. Feels a little off, but we'll see. We'll see what it evolves into. Hop on up here. My little parkour dirt steps. Minecraft tip time. Beds actually break your fall. Look at that. I lost, I think, 1.5 hearts total. Not bad. Well, this is where I'm at with the build. Put in a roof, I've added a little bit of detail. Those dark oak doors actually have some jack-o'-lanterns behind them to give a little bit of a light source up there. We'll see how it looks, because again, the shaders make that light look kind of funky. You know, that doesn't look half bad at night. I kind of like that. I don't know about that block right there, though. After going through too many revisions to actually capture here, I think I finally settled on a bit of a design. Now, this is very diorite heavy, as you can see, but I think it fits the aesthetic I was going for. And I've hidden a couple of jack-o'-lanterns up there in those little column gaps. Inside, I've also made a couple of changes, put in a nice little chandelier, a couple of lanterns, some white stained glass with some diorite dividers, and I've also reorganized the bookshelves just a little bit so that I could fit this nice little gap in here, the step and the jack-o'-lantern hidden under the trapdoor. Now real quick, just going to jump in here and say that I did already enchant something. I wanted to enchant a bow. I was really hoping for infinity. Instead I had an unbreaking 3, which also came with power 3, so it's not too bad, but I was really hoping for that infinity enchantment on my bow because these patrols just keep on coming and it'd be nice to take them out from a distance. But now let's see what we can get on this diamond pickaxe. Let's see. Fortune 2, hey, that's actually not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and grab that because, yeah, look at that. Efficiency 4 and Unbreaking 3 as well. That's the great thing about that 3rd tier enchantment. Usually, not always, but usually it comes with a few extra enchantments. Pretty good pickaxe right there. Now that I have the bulk of this build done, I think I'm gonna hop over into time-lapse mode and just kind of clean it up and add the final touches to make it a true, complete build. Let's do this. Nothing too crazy, nothing complex, just a nice surrounding area for my brand new Temple of Enchantment. I put in that little arch there just to have something to hang lanterns off of. But yeah, there it is. That makes 3 total builds, well, not counting the sugarcane farm, I guess, 3 buildings. And now that we have enchanting capabilities, I'm thinking the next thing I want to do, as I mentioned earlier, is maybe do a bit of adventuring, some exploring, an expedition, if you will. I need to go out and see what's in the surrounding area, because really I have no idea what's around me. But for now, I have a good home base, a place to return to for my long journeys. I got Mount Vesuvius over there off in the corner. I may even try spicing that thing up sometime soon, you know, give myself a nice long distance landmark to look at. Alrighty, I think that will do for this episode. But before we sign off, since we did focus on enchanting pretty much this entire episode, or at least getting this enchantment set up, ready to go, there is one more thing I would like to do, and that is enchant another item. And yes, believe it or not, I am actually going to enchant some of my leather armor, but not any that I'm wearing right now, because as you can see here, it's already taken a little bit of damage. Instead, I'm going to enchant this brand new pair of boots in my hand right here, or at least I'm going to see what it has to offer. Actually, I just now realized that I'm not level 30, but you know what? Let's see what we can get with a level 2 enchantment. Okay, let's grab our lapis first. And big money, big money. Unbreaking 2. You know, for leather boots, I think I'm going to take it. Oof, not bad, not bad. Protection 2, Unbreaking 2, and Depth Strider. Protection, of course, just increases the amount that it protects you from damage. And Depth Strider allows you to move faster underwater. I just don't remember if that means like you walk on the ground underwater faster, or if you can actually swim faster. I believe it's just walking. But hey, still nice to have a fancy pair of enchanted boots. One last thing I wanted to do was find out, is it possible to dye enchanted boots? Because, you know, the mechanics of Minecraft they're all over the place, but let's see. Moment of truth. Hey. And it doesn't even cost me anything. Very nice, very nice. Now I have matching boots, although they're still going to be, you know, like permanently glowing purple. But hey, it works. Alright guys, that'll do it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do enjoy these videos, if you enjoy my robotic, gravelly, monotone voice, then hey, leave a like, consider subscribing. You know what? God bless you.